Good morning, Lewis. I'm Abby Varkalis.
And I'm Brandon Najera. Thank you for joining us for today's episode of Good Morning Lewis. Today is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025.
Today on Good Morning Lewis, we check out our favorite social media posts, share some feel-good stories, and stay on top of what's hot with Christian Kluver. Plus, stay tuned for an exclusive interview later in the show.
Unfortunately, Abby, it is your last one.
This is my last show and my mom's here. I can't believe it. This is so weird.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better interview.
Exactly, I know. I'm so excited and I'm so sad this is my last one.
I know, we are too.
Are you?
Yeah, of course.
To kick us off this morning, let's take a look at some of our favorite social media posts this week. I hope they're funny for my last one. I need to laugh. I'm sad today, so.
Maybe I'll let out a chuckle.
Okay, this is mine. When a person knows your name, you don't know theirs.
Ooh,
I experience this a lot.
I feel like for guys it's easier, just like bro. Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah. But for girls, maybe it's like a little harder.
But even when you're talking to someone that like you should know their name, like you should, and then it's you don't, and you're like, oh hey you.
Just go around it.
Just move on.
On to our next post. This is me. What's the most dangerous game to play? I'm gonna wake up early and do it then. This isn't like.
Wait, I don't get it.
Okay, so like let's say you have like an assignment,
okay,
right? And then so you're gonna do it like tonight, and then you're like, I'll just wake up early and do it tomorrow.
Oh, I got it. Yes. Okay, and then you're a clown.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna do it.
No, you're not gonna do it. And I'm not gonna do it either. So.
This happened to me so many times.
Oh yeah.
Or I'm like, I'm gonna wake up early and I'm gonna go to the gym, or I'm gonna do this, and then I'm like, passed out. I'm not doing that.
Especially because this is my last semester, so it was just I was feeling this all the time.
On to the next one. This is you now?
This is me right now. Yes. Let's get this degree.
You know, you're almost there.
I'm almost there. Less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I'm done. But
That's
this is how
crazy.
I felt almost this entire semester with how many things I had going on at once.
You just gotta push through it.
Yeah, exactly. Almost there.
And to our next one.
TikTok or is it? Oh,
watching
okay.
Incoming call that's about to turn into missed call.
Both SpongeBob too.
This happened to me 5 times yesterday. I was getting like a random call, and I was not gonna pick up, and then they left a message, and then they called me again. It was about a fence permit, and so I picked up. I'm like, are you calling about a fence? And the guy was like, yeah. I was like, I'm a college kid. I was like, I know nothing about fences.
The same person I get every single time is this Eric? And I've gotten that for probably 5 years now, and I have to say every single time, this is not Eric's phone number anymore. This is Abby's phone number.
It's been 5 years. I think you're Eric.
I'm Eric now. Yeah. All right, on to our first TikTok. This better be good, Brandon.
I don't know. You know what? The pressure's on for you as well.
I don't really remember my TikTok, actually.
Oh my.
So,
This guy flipped like 7 eggs all
oh
at
my
the
gosh.
same time.
I didn't realize those were pans at first. I was like, what is that?
Well, because it stretched kind of weird. I wish it would play again. He flipped all of them at the same time.
I didn't even catch it. I was like,
No.
what's going on?
I'm going to go home and I'm going to try this.
Yeah. And then
I don't know how.
Please send it to me.
No, I'm going to do it. I don't even think I have enough pans to do this.
No, definitely not.
Oh, here we are.
Oh, okay, it's replaying.
All right, this is only 6.
Wow, that's really impressive.
No, he's done more. This is the first video, I think. He has like way more.
That's really impressive. Wow.
He has them like taped to his hand.
I can do that for sure.
I think we should try.
We definitely should. But last Good Morning Lewis, we can't, you know. LETV. Every pop star performing at the Thanksgiving Day Parade. If you could hear the audio, it would have been better. But she's like, I mean, do you watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade?
No.
Okay, so when they perform, like all the celebrities and everything, it's auto-tune, so they are like...
Oh, it's like robotic?
Yes, and then they miss lines all the time because they don't know what's coming and they're obviously not singing. So then, as they're supposed to be singing, like they put their mic down and then everyone knows that it's auto-tune and they're not actually live. It happens every year.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, it's funny. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some feel-good stories sure to brighten your week.
It is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought-after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you towards success today and strong, growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
For over 50 years, WLRA has been on air showcasing countless students. As the first all-digital college radio station, Lewis University students are given access to industry-leading equipment. Equipment that commercial stations utilize, equipment that creates, and equipment that brings radio to life.
I like WLRA because it gives me the opportunity to get experience with news broadcasting and working with radio.
Stop by De La Salle 210 or at WLRA Radio to get started on your radio career.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
In the Midwest, a recent winter snowstorm is helping a crew create these massive ice castles in St. Paul. The structure is 20 feet tall, and the ice castles will be on display at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds in early January. The winter attraction will feature ice slides, tunnels, caverns, and up to 10,000 icicles. Organizers have been hard at work growing and harvesting ice ahead of the event. Advance tickets go on sale Tuesday.
Wow, I love how you did that too.
20 feet.
That's craziness.
I have never been, and I want to go.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it sounds fun. An auction of some legendary pieces of art is taking place next month. One of the pieces by Flemish painter Peter Paul Rubens was forgotten for more than 200 years before being rediscovered in the 1980s. It depicts the beheading of St. John the Baptist. In 1998, it was sold for $5.5 million. Although that was a record-setting amount at the time, it's pocket change compared to the $35 million Sotheby's expects it will go for in January. Wow, that's pretty interesting.
How do you lose that painting, though? Like you paid like millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like where do you have this?
And now it's gone?
Yeah, like it wasn't like a charger.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
It's a sport that is gaining popularity amongst older women, granny basketball. Many women play the sport in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s. Teams can be found throughout the U.S. and is a great way for our older members of society to keep active.
Wow.
Baller.
That's fun. We're not good at basketball, but they are.
No, we're terrible. I haven't played since
We
then.
have footage of that.
I hope not. We'll be right back after these messages.
It is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you toward success today and strong growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
I can't believe I'm doing that.
Welcome back. We're here with just a random guest, Master Gardener and my mom, writer and social media creator, Heather Blackmore.
Yeah.
Mom, I am so happy that you're here. This is like the best end to my Good Morning Lewis time and journey.
I can't believe we're doing it, but what a great ending. This
Yes,
is awesome.
I'm so excited.
I am too.
Okay, so to get started, you've been sharing your love of gardening for years. How did it all start for you?
Well, it was kind of like falling down a rabbit hole. It was a spiral. So I started out as a journalism student, graduated, went to work for Encyclopedia Britannica and writing biographies for them, and then got married, had your sister, and then decided that I just wanted to landscape our house, which was just falling apart. So I started doing that and thought, let me go and become a certified master gardener with the University of Illinois Extension Office. Did that, and then people there knew that my background was in journalism and photography, and they had someone who was in need of a scouting assistant for Better Homes and Gardens magazine. So I started doing that as an assistant. When she retired, I became the lead scout for the Midwest and started producing content for Better Homes and Gardens, Country Gardens, This Old House, Chicagoland Gardening, kind of all over the place.
Big names.
So it was like, getting to see people's gardens in a very, very private way. It was awesome.
And not that this is, like I told you before, this is a shock for me. I've
Right.
heard this. I've heard these stories so many times. I've asked you so many times.
Yeah.
So we have so many plants here. What are your top 3 plants that are perfect for dorm rooms?
Okay, well, I brought some examples of things that are very difficult to kill. So dorm rooms are notorious for being pretty low light. So these things can survive that. All plants need a little bit of light, but if you locate them within 5 feet of a window, whether it's a north, west, south, or east-facing window, these are going to be fine. So I've got a pothos here, which is a great trailing plant.
And the leaves are so soft.
Yeah, and they're very easy to take care of. That's a Sansevieria.
This is my own.
That was your, yeah, when you asked me, Mom, what plant can I take to school with me that I can't
Yes.
kill? I said Sansevieria. It's also called mother-in-law's tongue or snake plant. And there's all different types of that. There's also ficus, which is a rubber plant. And then there's these little terrariums that are available at like the big box stores that you can get that are very low maintenance. So very easy things to take care of, which is what you need. You don't want to be having to suffer for your plants, especially when you're in school and have so many other responsibilities. You want plants that are easy to take care of and hard to kill.
And you know this is my dorm plant.
Yes.
So this was with me for a while.
Yes.
And I definitely abused it at
Yes,
times.
yeah.
And you helped me through that. But it was you told me that it didn't need a lot of water.
Right.
And which made it easy because I had such a crazy schedule.
Right.
But I still wanted to plant in my room.
Well, and not
So-
only that, during winter break, you could leave it in your dorm room. You didn't have to bring it home because we left your window slightly open. They don't like a lot of water, so you were gone for 4 weeks, and that came back looking no different.
Yeah, and it was perfect.
Right.
Yeah. So not that you want to, but what is the easiest way to kill a house plant?
Overwatering. We tend to love our
Yeah.
plants way too much, and we think, oh, let me water it, and you think you're supposed to stick to a schedule. But the sweet spot is making sure your plant, the soil dries out. And the best way to test that is to stick your finger in there up to the second knuckle and see if it's dry. If it feels a little damp, give it a couple more days, then go in and water it. But you want to make sure when you buy a houseplant, a lot of houseplants come in what's called a cachet pot. So it's a decorative pot. It has no drainage holes. There's a little plastic pot inside that cachet pot that has the houseplant. You're going to take that pot out, then you're going to water it because the plant that's inside that cachet pot has drainage holes. Drainage holes are so important.
Yeah. No, I remember too going shopping and finding pots, and then
Right.
you'd be so proud of me because I'd look
Yeah.
at the bottom and be like, "Oh, it has a drainage hole.
Oh,
We're
it was a
picking this
proud
one."
mom moment.
So for students who want to start small, what's the best first step to bring a plant into their space?
I think picking the right plant, and the only way to know what's going to work, because it's like being in a candy store when you go into a plant store and you see all these beautiful things, but all these plants have different light requirements. They have different, some are real divas, and some are tough as nails like what we have here. So I would suggest looking into Sansevieria. All of these are readily available at Home Depot, Lowe's, all those places. So they're easy to find and they're very low maintenance. So the snake plant, the pothos, philodendron, rubber plants. There's a ZZ plant, which is if you're into goth gardening, that whole dark foliage trend. There's a ZZ plant called Raven ZZ, black leaves, and it's a fabulous plant, another low maintenance plant, but really cool texture and cool color.
Yeah, and I feel like just coming from experience, I would definitely recommend this one
Yeah.
from a non-garden expert.
Right, right. Yeah.
So what's a common myth about indoor plants that you'd like to debunk?
I think that thinking that they have to be on a schedule, like everything, when you consider, especially this time of year, our furnaces are on, so the temperature, the humidity in our house is low. So which means your soil, plants are going to dry out faster. So the moisture requirements for a plant in the summer, when it's actively growing and the sun is higher in the sky, compared to in the wintertime when it's going dormant, sun is lower, but the humidity is low in our house. So we want to measure our soil, test it, see how it is, and don't think you have to stick to a schedule. You don't water all your plants at the same time because plants dry out at different times. So you have to keep that in mind and just water accordingly, because the best way to kill it is to overwater it.
Too much water. Yeah. Like people, plants need food to grow. What should we be feeding them?
So I favor organic fertilizers, and some people fertilize all year long. Some people only fertilize during the growing season, which is like March to September, October. I fertilize all year long, and I'm able to do that because I use an organic fertilizer, which has less chance of burning your roots. So, and I'll just cut that dose in half and feed it once a month. So you don't have to do that though. If you're on a budget, as most college students are, maybe you don't want to waste fertilizer. You really don't need it, which is, I mean, doing that is probably why my plants get as big as they do.
They're ginormous.
You can do a synthetic fertilizer too, but you really want to dial that down as far as what they suggest you put on it, because you really could burn the roots on that. So you want to be careful, which is why I go with the organic fertilizers.
So you don't necessarily need one as a college student?
Not during the winter months.
Okay.
I wouldn't say, you don't have to do it during the winter months. It's purely personal preference. But in the growing season, you want to start fertilizing it based on the instructions on the back of. You always want to read your labels. Whatever you're using on your plants, read your labels so you thoroughly understand what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then you can start fertilizing in March when things start waking up, and fertilize all the way to October, once a month, or whatever the package instructions suggest.
Okay. So how are plants therapeutic to college students, especially during busy final season?
Oh, sure. Well, there are so many studies that prove the therapeutic benefits of having green. Think about how you feel when you go for a walk, or you're in nature, or you go to a botanic garden. It's refreshing. The air is beautiful. It's just having that presence in your dorm room, even if it's just one plant, has a healing effect on you. And then it's also kind of a distraction too, because you might notice that your plant, like pothos, big plants, they get dusty. So you could maybe take a break from your studying and get in there with a damp cloth and start polishing your leaves. It's a calm down effect. It's calming. So just focusing on your plants a little bit. You don't have to get fussy about it, but just having them in your room and thinking about, like pulling off a dead leaf.
Which we do all the time.
Off, it's like done.
No, I mean, it was so nice too having this in my dorm room, because I would be studying for finals and then I'd go over and water my plant or take care of it, and it was so nice having.
Yeah, and that's what, 5 years old?
Probably, about,
And you have
it
used
still
it,
looks
and it's great.
with your help. Well, Mom, thank you so much for being here today.
My pleasure,
and
honey.
especially, like I said, having you for my last Good Morning Lewis has been a pleasure, and the best way to end it.
Likewise.
Thank you, Mom. Yeah. So we'll be right back with these messages.
For over 50 years, WLRA has been on air showcasing countless students. As the first all-digital college radio station, Lewis University students are given access to industry-leading equipment. Equipment that commercial stations utilize, equipment that creates, and equipment that brings radio to life.
I like WLRA because it gives me the opportunity to get experience with news broadcasting and working with radio.
Stop by De La Salle 210 or at WLRA Radio to get started on your radio career.
Good morning, Flyers, and welcome back to a festive new episode of Keeping Up with Christian. I'm Christian, your one-stop guide for what is holiday ready, trending, and worth checking out this week. And just like that, it is the last episode of Keeping Up with Christian for the semester. December's officially here, and finals are creeping up, and campus is packed with events. So let's get into everything that is happening around Lewis, around Romeoville, and in the city of Chicago. So, the city is alive this week, and there is something festive every single night. The Christkindl Market, Daily Plaza, Wrigleyville, all are open this week. Hot chocolate, ornaments, handmade gifts, mulled wine, and of course, the most photo-worthy holiday lights. Maggie Daly Park Ice Skating Ribbon is going to be open daily. Bring your friends, skate, and obviously fall, repeat. Rentals are available and the skyline looks gorgeous at night. Lincoln Park Zoo lights are going to be open at night through January, a college favorite. That millions of lights are going to be there. It has tunnels, it has hot cider, and it is perfect for a winter date spot. Illumination is going to be happening, which is tree lights at the Mortem Arboretum, which is in Lisle, only 10 minutes away from campus. A walkthrough for a forest light show, which is absolutely stunning and close to campus. The Nutcracker is also going to be back, the Joffrey Ballet at the Auditorium Theater, which shows all week. If you want a girls' night or you just need a holiday moment, it is the perfect stop. The Chicago Bulls are going to be versing the Bucks Friday night at the United Center, so go Bulls. Great energy, great crowd, and always great fun with friends. I feel like basketball games are always cheap enough for us to afford, so definitely get out there if you want something fun. Chance the Rapper's Acid Rap Anniversary Show is going to be back Thursday at the Aragon Ballroom. A real, actual college-age fan favorite. This will be packed, and the Aragon Ballroom is such a great venue. Winter Wonderfest is going to be back at Navy Pier as well. It starts this weekend. It has rides, it has inflatables, ice slides, and a full indoor holiday carnival, which is great. Now let's get into what everybody is talking about. Obviously, Spotify Wrap drops this week. Expect everybody to post their top artists. Let's see what everybody is listening to. Taylor Swift is also rumored to be dropping a holiday track. So all you Swifties out there, hold on. Let's see what ends up coming out of this one. Timothée Chalamet's new movie, Magnolia Falls, also releases this week. TikTok is obsessed. I've already seen it on my For You page 2 or 3 times. And on Instagram and on TikTok, the holiday photo dump era is here. Tree lightings, cocoa ice skating. If you don't repost a nighttime picture, did it even happen? And on Netflix, the new comedy Holiday Reunion just dropped and is already #1. It's a spoof off of the Vacation movies, so definitely go and check that out if you want to watch something festive. And lastly, what is going on around campus on Tuesday, which is today, December 2nd, COAS Honors Program Project. The showcase is going to be happening from 12:30 p.m. It is in the Academic Science Building, room 158A. Drop-in country line dancing is going to be happening from 4:15 to 5:15 in the rec center, and a DIY night Holly Jolly Jars is going to be happening from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. in the Student Center lobby. Decorate your own mason jar and grab a holiday snack. And on Wednesday, December 3rd, 11 a.m., What's on Wednesday is happening. It's going to take place in the Student Center lobby. A chill and cheer event is going to take place. The Merry and Makeful themed. It's going to be 12 to 1 p.m. Crafts, wrapping stations, hot cocoa, and a mindful walk will take place. And a music lunch concert is going to happen in the Student Center lobby at 11 a.m. that day as well. Creative Expressions workshop is going to take place. It's going to be a collage making workshop from 6 to 7:30 p.m. in JG Center Room 23. And on Thursday, La Posada is going to be from 4 to 7 p.m. I've already seen some banners for this around campus. A biannual student creative writing showcase is going to be from 2 to 3:30 p.m. Lewis basketball versus University of Missouri St. Louis is going to be happening. Women's games are going to be from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. in Neal Carey Arena. Men's will be from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. The Time Capsule Christmas event is going to be from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. again in the Student Center lobby. A great time for cookie decorating, sweater contests, raffles, DJs, free winter puppies, yes, real puppies, and more. The art reception and senior capstone exhibit is going to be from 7 to 9 in FA room 127, 128, and 129. And on Friday, wear red for Flyer Red Friday, of course. And to wrap up for the weekend on Saturday, on December 6th, Lewis basketball is going to be versing Lewis University of Missouri. Men's are going to be from 3 to 5 p.m. in the Neal Carey Arena again, and then women's will be later on from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Same spot in the Neal Carey Arena. That is all for Keeping Up with Christian and the last episode of this semester. Stay tuned for next semester, and we will continue. Until then, have a great winter break. Stay safe and stay warm.
It is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you towards success today and strong growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
That's it for today. I'm Brandon Jera.
And I'm Abby Varkalis. We'll see you next week for another episode. Actually, we won't see you next week for another episode of Good Morning Lewis. This is the last one.
Lots of lies.
This
we
is my
have
last one.
more surprise.
Oh my gosh.
Given that it's your last one, we have
Thank
these
you,
here for
Brandon.
you.
Thank
of course,
you,
it's been
guys.
great having you as my co-host. I don't think I could have asked for anybody better.
Thank you, Brandon. This has been
course,
so fun.
of course.
Great end to my last semester being a co-host with you. So
I'm telling you, for sure we'll miss you.
yeah, I'll miss you guys. Thank you guys. Oh, this is so